What's up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. On my channel I discuss beauty, fashion, try on hauls, nursing school, nursing profession, just a variety of a bunch of different things. So if you guys are interested in what my channel has to offer, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification to be notified whenever I post a new video. So today on my channel, so you know your girl is an active RN now. So I'm going to be discussing, do I think that it's easier to be a RN with LVN experience? So if you guys are interested in this video, just go ahead and stay tuned. Okay, so first let me get started. I'm going to give a little bit of background for those who don't know. I got to get comfortable. So for you guys who don't know, I have been an LVN for about 5 years now. Yeah, for about 5 years, an active LVN. So I have worked in a nursing facility, and right now I work in an outpatient clinic. Okay, so I work in a specialty department, but I have worked in what am I trying to say? Long-term facility. Some people call it a convalescent home, but it was like a SNF. So I had like long-term on one side, and on the other side it had rehabilitation. So I was on the rehab side. So I got steady different patients all the time, you know. So also I worked in outpatient. Right now the specialty department, ENT. Also worked in internal medicine, urgent care, and a inpatient mental for about a week. But I do have experience like that. Okay, so mind you, my first job that I got as a RN was a tips program, okay, at a hospital, a cool, nice hospital. When I got offered the job, it was in a specialty department, meaning it was in behavior health. Okay, so I was in the psych unit, okay, a lockdown psych unit. So that was my first one. And to me, being an LVN in that unit is so specialized into, I would have to get into do another video on that alone, okay. But for me, I'm going to say a LVN in that department, unless you really like interested in psych, your LVN experience really don't mean that much, you know, because now it turns away from medicine, and it's more mental, it's more emotional. So you have to look at the medical, you have to look at healthcare in a different sense, you know, than medical. Like if you was on a med surg unit or a tele unit or cardio or renal, something like that, that's more medical, right? So you're going to be thinking medical diagnosis and things like this. When you're on a behavior health, it's different. You're going to be thinking emotions, mental state, what brought them there, how are they today, are they more sad today, more happy today, or do they have this type of psych problem, do they have, so it's totally different. So the only thing that helped me with being an LVN is the way that I'm able to communicate with people, that because I'm very like personable, and I'm not shy to communicate with people because I have to communicate with patients often. So that was good. And also the fact that I knew a lot of the psych meds. Okay, so that was the only thing. So to me, it wasn't that beneficial on that hand. But when I went to tele to orientate, I feel like it helped out a little, because some of the signs and symptoms I knew I was more comfortable with. Some of the things like G tubes and different things like that, I was more comfortable because I did that before injections. I was more comfortable, you know, different things like that I was. So I think that it helped a lot in that sense, because I already knew about a lot of the medications, the signs and symptoms, and things like that. So it really did help on that aspect of it. But I still feel like, even though I have that experience, this is something totally different. Being an RN is something totally different than an LVN. Because when you're an LVN, if you hit something that you really not sure or anything, or there's a problem, you escalate it up to the RN, right? Because it goes up, you escalate it. But sorry, my phone. Okay. But being an RN, no, you are that person. So I feel like for me, I was like, okay, so now you have to handle this. You have to handle this yourself and try to figure some things out. Of course, there's a charge nurse that you can go to, but it's different. You know what I mean? So even though I knew certain things, you still sit back and you still listen, because I had on a med surg unit, I had two great preceptors. They were very like knowledgeable. They helped me so much. It was just, I was so comfortable. I was so open to ask. I felt so open to ask questions. They gave me positive feedback. Even if it was something I didn't know, they were so open to explaining to me. And I feel like when you're a new nurse, you need a great preceptor. The preceptors matter a whole lot to me, because if you're not really comfortable with your preceptor, you're not going to be comfortable to ask those tough questions, right? Because you're going to feel like kind of timid, or not feel like you're just not going to feel good. You're not going to feel like they're going to receive your questions well. But I was lucky that I got two great preceptors. And even though I had this experience, I learned so much, because as an RN, they're like doing assessments. I learned how to do assessments and things like from an RN standpoint, like I just enjoy it. IVs. I didn't really do IVs, even though I was IV cert. I didn't do IVs. So I was new to that. Like, I was such a sponge. So even though I had this LVN experience, you got to throw that out there. You can use it to help you to do certain things, but you have to be a blank canvas and accept all this new information, and don't go in there like you're a know-it-all, because baby, you was an LVN and not a RN. You just became an RN, so you need to go in there with the same attitude that you did when you first became an LVN. So to me, I think that even though I had this experience and some of this knowledge, no, anything that they told me, I was listening, because I was learning and it was helping me. And like, I don't care if I felt like I knew something. No, it's a different way that you can learn it. So baby, you don't know everything, and even though that you did have this experience, is no. So to me, I feel like coming in as a LVN, you just feel a little bit more confident and things like that, and you're a little bit more knowledgeable because you had hands-on experience with a couple of things. But no, you have to be a blank canvas, and you have to listen, be a sponge, and learn from these preceptors that know know more stuff than you do, because they're teaching you. So to me, I would just say no. I went in there like, no, I don't, no, I don't care about anything, any type of experience I had in the past. No, right now I'm going into this new job, this new profession, this new level of nursing like I never did nursing before, because I need to learn everything that I can learn, because I need to be the best nurse I can be. So because some nurses that have been LVNs for umpteen years, I mean like mucho years, because people like to say how many years they've been a nurse. But still, I don't care how many years you've been a nurse. You need to go in there like you ain't never did nursing before in your life. You need to go in there just open to learn as much as you can. Okay, so that's my advice to you. I feel like no, no, and my experience too, by being behavioral health and med surg, I know that the medical part of nursing is for me. Behavior right now isn't for me, and I feel like that's okay. I feel like I need to get all my fundamentals down before I go to such a specialized department as in behavior health. That's just my opinion, and that was for me. But you guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions, just go ahead and drop your comments down below, as well as you can email me too, whatever you want to do. I hope you guys have a good day.